I'm going to read to you today Under the Mattress, chapter 3 from the book The Boy in the Dress. So again, get yourself comfy, get yourself cosy, and get ready for the third chapter. Well, what the hell is this? Said Dad. His eyes were popping out. He was so angry. It's a magazine, replied Dennis. I can see it's a magazine. Dennis wondered why his dad was asking, if he already knew what it was, but he kept that thought to himself. It's Vogue magazine, Dad. I can see it's Vogue magazine. Dennis fell silent. He had bought the magazine from a newsagent's a few days before. Dennis liked the picture on the cover. It was of a very pretty lady in an even prettier yellow dress with what looked like roses sewn on the front, and it really reminded him of the dress his mum was wearing in the photograph he'd kept. He just had to buy it, even though the magazine was £3.80 and he only got £5 a week pocket money. Only 17 school children allowed in at one time, read the sign in the newsagent's shop window. The shop was run by a very jolly man called Raj, who laughed even when nothing funny was happening. He laughed when he said your name as you walked through the door, and that's just what he did when Dennis went into the shop. Dennis! Ha ha! Seeing Raj laugh, it was impossible not to laugh too. Dennis visited Raj's shop most days on the way to or from school, sometimes just to chat to Raj. And after he picked up a copy of the Vogue, he felt a twinge of embarrassment. He knew it was usually women who bought it, so he also picked a copy of Shoot on the way to the counter, hoping to hide the Vogue underneath it. But after ringing up the Shoot magazine on the till, Raj paused. He looked at the Vogue magazine and then at Dennis. Dennis gulped. Are you sure you want to buy this, Dennis? Asked Raj. Vogue is mainly read by ladies and your drama teacher, Mr. Howard. Dennis hesitated. It's a present, Raj. It's for a friend, for a birthday. Oh, I see. Maybe you'd like some wrapping paper to go with it. Okay, Dennis smiled. Raj was a wonderful businessman and very skilled at getting you to buy things you didn't really want. All the wrapping paper is over there by the greeting cards. Dennis reluctantly wandered over. Oh, said Raj, excited. Maybe you need a card to go with it too. Let me help. Raj bounded out from behind the counter and began so proudly to show Dennis his range of cards. These are very popular with the ladies. Flowers. Ladies love flowers. He pointed out another. Kittens. Look at these lovely kittens. And puppies. Raj was really excited now. Look at these lovely puppies. They're so beautiful, Dennis. What they make me want to cry. Said Dennis, looking at the card with the puppies on it, trying to understand why it might make someone shed actual tears. Does this lady friend of yours prefer kittens or puppies? Raj asked. I'm not sure, said Dennis, unable to think what this lady friend of his might like, if she really existed. Puppies, I think, Raj. Puppies it is, then. These puppies are so beautiful. I just want to kiss them all over. Dennis tried to nod in agreement, but his head wouldn't move. Is this wrapping paper okay? Asked Raj as he pulled out a roll of what looked suspiciously like unsold Christmas wrapping paper. It's got Father Christmas on it, Raj. Yes, Dennis, and he's wishing you a very happy birthday, said Raj confidently. I think I'll leave it, thanks. Buy one extra roll, I'll give you a third free, said Raj. No, thanks. 3 rolls for the price of 2? That's a very good offer. No, thanks, said Dennis again. 7 rolls for the price of 5. Dennis only got D's in maths, so wasn't sure if this was a better offer or not. But he didn't want 7 rolls of Father Christmas wrapping paper, especially in March. So again, he said no thanks. 11 rolls for the price of 8. No thanks. You're a madman, Dennis. That's 3 rolls for free, but I really don't need 11 rolls of wrapping paper, said Dennis. Okay, said Raj. Let me just put these through the till for you. Dennis followed Raj to the till. He glanced briefly at the sweets on the counter. Vogue magazine, Shoot magazine, card, and now you're eyeing up my Yorkie bars, aren't you? Said Raj, laughing. Well, I was just... Take one. No, thanks. Take one, insisted Raj. It's okay. Please, Dennis. I want you to have a Yorkie bar. I don't really like Yorkie bars. Everyone likes Yorkie bars. Please, take one. Dennis smiled and picked up a Yorkie. 1 Yorkie bar, 60 pence, said Raj. Dennis's face dropped. So that's £5 in total, please, continued the shopkeeper. Dennis rummaged in his pocket and pulled out some coins. As you're my favourite customer, said Raj, I'll give you a discount. Oh, thank you, said Dennis. £4.99, please. Dennis had walked halfway up the street before he had heard a voice shout, Sellotape! He looked around and Raj was holding a large box of sellotape. You need sellotape to wrap your present? No, thanks, said Dennis politely. We've got some at home. 15 rolls for the price of 13, Raj shouted. Dennis smiled and carried on walking. He felt a sudden urge of excitement. He couldn't wait to get home and open the magazine and gaze at the hundreds of glossy, colourful pages. He walked faster and then started jogging, and when he really couldn't contain his excitement anymore, he started running. And when he got home, Dennis bounded upstairs. He closed the bedroom door, lay down on his bed, and turned the first page. Like a treasure box from an old film, the magazine seemed to shine a golden light on his face. The first 100 pages were all adverts, but in a way they were the best bits. Pages and pages of glorious photographs, beautiful women in beautiful clothes and makeup, and jewellery and shoes and bags and sunglasses, and names like Christian Dior, Tom Ford, Alexander McQueen, Louis Vuitton, Marc Jacobs and Stella McCartney ran underneath the images. Dennis didn't know who any of them were, but he loved the way their names looked on the page. The adverts were followed by a few pages of writing. They looked boring, so he didn't read them. Then pages and pages of fashion shoots. They were not very different from the adverts, featuring more beautiful women in photographs that were moody and fabulous. The magazine even smelled exotic, and it had special pages where you pulled open a flap to have a sniff of the newest perfume. Dennis pored over every page, mesmerised by the dresses, their colour, their length, their cut. He could just lose himself in the pages forever. The glamour, the beauty, the perfection. Suddenly he heard a key in the door. Dennis! Oi, bro! Where are you? It was John. Dennis quickly hid the magazine under his mattress. He knew somehow that he didn't want his brother to see it. He opened the bedroom door and called down as innocently as he could from the top of the stairs. I'm just up here. What are you doing? Asked John as he leaped up the stairs, a Jaffa cake in his mouth. Nothing. Just got home. Do you want to have a kick about in the garden? Yeah, okay. But all the time they played, Dennis couldn't stop thinking about the magazine, and it was as if it was glowing like gold under the mattress. That night when his brother was in the bath, he quietly lifted the copy of the Vogue from under the mattress and silently turned the pages, studying every hem, every stitch, every fabric. Every moment he could, Dennis returned to the glorious world. It was his Narnia, only without a talking lion that's supposed to be Jesus. But Dennis escaped to the magical world of glamour ended the day his dad discovered the magazine. I can see it's Vogue. What I want to know is why a son of mine wants to look at a fashion magazine. You see Dad there telling Dennis off. You can see how angry he is. It sounded like a question, but there was anger. Was such anger and force in Dad's voice. Dennis wasn't sure if he really wanted an answer. Not that Dennis could think of one anyway. I just like it. It's only pictures and things about dresses and that. I can see that, said Dad, looking at the magazine. And that was when he paused and a funny look crossed his face. He studied the cover for a moment. The girl had a flowery frock. That dress, it's like the one you're... Yes, Dad. Nothing, Dennis, nothing. Dad looked for a moment like he was going to cry. It's okay, Dad, said Dennis softly, and he slowly moved his hand and placed it on his dad's. He remembered doing the same with his mum once when his dad had made her cry. He remembered how strange it felt too, a little boy comforting a grown-up. Dad let Dennis hold his hand for a moment before moving it away, embarrassed. He raised his voice again. No, son, it's just not right. Dresses, it's weird. Well, Dad, what are you doing looking under my mattress in the first place? In truth, Dennis knew exactly why his dad was looking under his mattress. Dad owned a copy of a Rude magazine, like the ones on the top shelf at Radji's shop. Sometimes John would sneak into their dad's room and smuggle it out and look at it. Dennis looked at it too, sometimes, but he didn't find it all that exciting. He was disappointed when the ladies took their clothes off. He preferred looking at what they were wearing. Anyway, when John borrowed his father's magazine, it was really like when you borrow a book. It wasn't really like when you borrow a book from a library. There wasn't an inlay card that would have to be stamped by a bespectacled librarian, and you didn't incur fines if you returned it late. So John usually just kept it. Dennis guessed his dad's magazine had gone missing again, and he had been looking for it when he found a copy of Vogue. Well, I was just looking under your mattress because... Dad looked uncomfortable and then angry. It doesn't matter why I was looking under your mattress. I'm your dad. I can look under your mattress any time I like. He finished his speech with a tone of triumph grown-ups sometimes use when they're talking nonsense and they know it. Dennis's dad brandished the magazine. This is going in the dustbin, son. But Dad, Dennis protested, I'm sorry, it's just not right. A boy of your age reading Vogue magazine. He said, Vogue magazine, as if he was talking a foreign language he didn't really understand. It's just not right, he muttered over and over as he left the room. Dennis was sat on the edge of his bed. He listened as his dad clumped his way down the stairs and then lifted the dustbin lid. Finally, he heard the clanging thud as the magazine hit the bottom of the bin. So the next chapter is called Wanting to Disappear. So I will see you back here for the next chapter tomorrow. Thank you, guys.